Got some parts from Italy for this Sky paramotor engine, and now it's kind of taken apart. It used to look way better, but I'm trying to record for those who want to know what's inside of the engine and if it's an easy journey to fix things by yourself. So that's the idea, that's the reason I'm recording. I asked for the service manual to learn about the torque value for nuts, bolts and all that. They sent me the user manual, so I have to go by feel. This kit contains most gaskets you need. In my case, the head gasket was blown, the gasket that goes right here. And because the previous owner ran the engine with a blown gasket or a bad gasket, leaky gasket, you see what the exhaust pressure does to the aluminum surface. So you can't really machine this thing in order to get rid of these imperfections. And I don't think these ones are due to the manufacturing process. I think it's just because the high pressure exhaust gases came out, destroyed some of that aluminum, because they come out with a very high pressure and temperature. That's my only explanation. So I had to do some cleaning. I had some deposits here from the old coolant. Probably the old radiator is also full of stuff, but I bought a new one anyway. And in order to take that one out, you need to take out this cover, and it has nylock nuts and a special type of, see, the washers have some sort of a gasket. So the nylock comes out, the 4 nuts, you take this cover out, then you have another set of 4 nylock nuts that hold this head, the cylinder head, or whatever this device is. You take it out. You have to make sure you pull it symmetrically, so if you pull one side, it will not come out. So you have to kind of wiggle it and get it out. Then you will have 4 rods sticking out, and you will see the cylinder. At the time, you can inspect the cylinder top, and if you see some sort of scratches or damage or burning, then you know you need to order more parts. So that's the reason I assume that I have only blown gasket and cylinder must be okay. Now I was a bit concerned that I may have to place another order for different parts right here inside, like a rods and I don't know, some crankshaft stuff. Today I found time to look into that, so I took this part out. So this one I also have to wiggle it a bit, and it will come out slowly, and it will expose another gasket here. In my case, that gasket was also broken, it was leaky, and you have to make sure you don't lose some of the stuff. So they send you some washers, but you may have to use some of the rubber seal O-rings. So I took that cylinder part out. It's actually the cylinder. So I took it out, and you may find that this one, the throttle cable is in the way, and it's attached to the carburetor. So of course you have to look, and you may have to remove this adjusting screw on the carburetor, and remove the bracket that is holding the throttle cable. Then you take this one out, it's free, but forget to tell you that also it has 2 powerful springs that connects the whole engine to the exhaust pipe. So In my case, I had to use a screwdriver and pull the springs out. Some people use a contraption with a little handle and with a rope, but for me, a screwdriver, use it, pull it, then was not big of a problem. So I took that one out, so I removed the exhaust pipe, then I look around, I had nothing connecting the cylinder to the engine, pull that assembly out. Now I had the chance to inspect the cylinder, the piston itself, and I have a bit of play, but it's acceptable. So that's kind of the idea, what's inside. So I'm not a mechanic, so you should take this one to a qualified mechanic if you care about safety. So letting you go, that's the cylinder and the piston.